more reviews than I think any real restaurant in Texas.
Hi everyone.
Talking about DHT. Hey. Hi, welcome to Off Topic. Michael's not here yet, but he's on his way.
This is the calm before the storm, I assume.
It really is, yeah. Now I'm Jeremy, that's Chad, that's Gavin. Hey, we're here. I've been busting with anger lately too. I don't know why.
I feel like you've been pretty angry.
I've been very angry lately.
For like 2 months.
Whoa.
No, it hasn't been that long. Shut up.
You sure?
There it is.
What happened?
I don't know, man.
Well, that head smash, the face smash video just came out.
The face smash video came out.
That's part of the
Okay, you're right. That was a day. That was a day.
That was a while ago.
I was real smashy that day.
What's?
I don't think I've ever been filming something
kept
that
smashing
I didn't
his
like
head into a table.
so much.
Well, I found a table.
Loved it.
I found it like a.
He didn't find it. It was in our office.
Well, no, there was one in our office, and I was like, I'm gonna break this, and they were like, we have another one, and I said, well, I'm gonna break that, and so we took that and hit it with axes and bats and shit and broke it.
As one does on their 9 to 5.
Yeah, I think what we did, we discovered how
It was probably about 4 o'clock.
Weapons went through it, and then that then got everyone confidence. Like, oh, you can probably punch through it. You can probably shove your head through it. But it's like to a head, it's not that brittle.
Yeah, so like because axes were just sailing through because this IKEA stuff. It's like the same thing that your desk was made out of.
Yeah, it's like 2 bits of very thin wood, and then just like the corrugated.
Like the corrugated
cardboard,
yeah.
And so that's what it is. The edges are tough because they're more wood, right? It's like that thin wood, but it's also now vertical.
Right.
So I was like, I can probably put my head through the middle of this. So I put a mask on.
Because, you know, protection's really important.
It was like a skull mask.
Have you seen this video?
No. The inside of it is super padded. Like, but there's the mask. So what was really rough about it though, the worst part was the mask had these 2 little plastic bits right here that held the padding in place, and those are pushing into my forehead. That's me lining up. And like, you know, of course, the whole time I'm like, yeah, Jeremy, don't give yourself a concussion on camera or anything like that. But
Trevor's just lining you up with
the padding absorbed so much of it that I just kept doing it because it wasn't like I've gotten a concussion before, and I was like, this is not gonna do that to me. But I was just like, I really lined it up. This is me going, this is the stupidest thing I've done in a while. It looks awful. It looks and sounds awful.
Trevor's concerned, and Lindsay's just like, let's watch.
Boom! Dude, the second one I actually make a good dent in it. The first one, look, like that's a decent hit. Yeah. But the second one is where I really do it. And then like I think after that we don't really do any better. Michael then steps up and shoves the mask on, and Michael just slams his face in.
I walked in and I went, what's going on here? And he had already started hitting the table with his head. I didn't know.
Yeah, look, see, look what I did to it. Yeah.
You were like a dad who walked in, and instead of being like, stop what you're doing, like, come on, let me have a
Let me show you how to do it,
Well,
son.
I didn't want to leave him hanging. Everybody else was in there just saying, do it, laughing at him. And I was like, all right.
He'll be a bro.
Yeah, I would love to see a cross-section of your head and like, if your brain is squashed.
At any point, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine, dude. Your brain,
I mean,
it recovers.
I look at that, the comments are freaking out, like, it's so dangerous, blah, blah. It's like, but also there's Jackass. And they do, they do like actual stuff. They
also,
really
and I've said this
not
too, and I didn't see a single comment about this, and I mentioned this to Jeremy, and he can back this up 1,000%. When, not that this makes us any better, but when we did the workout video,
oh my God.
There's a point where I just smashed my head into your chair. That was like the hardest thing I'd ever smashed my head into in my life. For some reason, I just thought it was softer.
And there's been a lot.
Yeah,
dude.
You can see it's just in the background.
And I smashed my head into the chair, and Alex filming it, and then he like whips around to Jeremy, and as he whips around, I'm just like, I went like this, expecting blood all over my head. And then like that night, I had a line, basically like where I would have cracked my head open. There was like, it was like a line that didn't cut. And it was just like, I had a headache for like 2 days.
It was
so bad.
It was like, I was just like, I sent Jeremy a picture that
I
night.
just got a text from Michael.
It's just like a line. It's like someone was gonna cut my head open, but then they stopped.
They bailed.
It was, it's coming.
Oh yeah, it's right after this.
It was so hard, dude. It was so hard. I don't know why I thought it'd be soft. No, dude.
Like,
it was like hitting this table.
As the owner of that chair,
unbelievable.
It is not cushioned at all. It's just plastic on the back.
That is a great.
Have you seen this video? This video is one of our best.
One of the best ones we ever made.
It's us working out.
Now they're just playing it because it's a good time. But you want to talk about concern for concussion or brain damage? It was that video right
Is
there.
this the overlay this next
Yeah, with the guns. Yeah, and then I'm scared.
Look at Michael, look at it like I'm coming at him.
Yeah.
I got some stuff to watch after
It's
this.
a good video, man.
And my friends and I went camping. And I've definitely told the story before where there's such a thing as open container laws. Even if you're not driving a car, don't drink inside of a car.
Yeah.
But we did.
Yeah.
So my friend was driving us we were like, let's go camping. It's always camping with me. We were like, let's go camping. Let's go to the White Mountains in New Hampshire. It's like this campsite that we loved. And this is before we had smartphones and stuff. I just had like a Razr flip phone or something. And we were like, we'll drive north. Like we didn't look up directions. We were like, we'll drive north
Until the woods.
and we'll find it. It's just it's a camp. We'll look for a sign that says campsite and we'll go, it's probably there.
Yeah, the woods are north. Just
That was our plan. So we take off, we grab a 40 of beer or something. Me and my friend in the back seat drink the whole thing, like on this drive to New Hampshire. It's like an hour and a half to the campsite or whatever. And we like just guzzling them. And then an hour and a half goes by, 2 hours go by, 2.5 hours go by. It's like just piling up. We still haven't found the campsite. So finally we see a sign that's like campsite ahead. We go in. He rolls down the window because he hasn't had anything to drink because he's driving. And he's like, hey, we're looking for the White Mountains. Is this that? Or are we near there? Stuff like that. And the person's like, the White Mountains? He's like, yeah, the one in New Hampshire. He's like, you're in Vermont. And we're like,
To
all
north.
right, like,
You're in the wrong
and
state.
so he's like, he gives us a map and like a map. So now we have to read this map and navigate to the White Mountains, but we're the navigators. Me and Scott and my buddy Scott. So we're like on this huge map, like, what road do we pass? And we're looking at like these roads.
Where is Vermont, actually?
It's right next to New Hampshire. It's just to the west of it.
Okay.
But like,
You thought it'd be like 9
no. It's just it's the next state to the west.
This is Canada,
So we finally we
she
drive
got
up
the
there.
corn
We
dog.
get there.
You got another cotton corn dog?
Ooh,
So-
grape cotton dog.
You missed a lot.
Oh, what?
I think I'm fine.
Take a
having-
bite. Take a tasty
I
bite.
wouldn't recommend
Dude,
it.
it's
with DHG
delicious.
hot dogs, this is the cotton dog.
It's
It is
delicious.
a hot dog is wrapped around, covered and smothered in love and cotton
It looks
candy.
like a hot dog that fell down the back of a dryer.
It's
Here's
good,
the-
Yes,
man.
that's exactly,
It's good.
exactly what I was gonna say. It looks like
It
dry
does.
So who's this for?
I mean,
Gavin.
anyone who wants it.
I
try it,
refuse
please.
to
Jeremy
eat it
and I
or
already
else I
ate
would.
one.
We've already had one.
Alec loved it.
I was
Alec is a freak.
Of course he did.
One of you two. You want a cotton dog?
Please.
I'll do it.
It's good for two
Chad
people.
would never say no to
The only
that.
problem is it melts the cotton candy a little bit because the hot dog's so hot.
No,
and
that's
juicy.
good. If you want, when you bite cotton candy, you always think, I wish this was hot.
Have
I
some
wish this
cotton
had
dog.
Now it
meat
is.
on the inside of it.
There you
It's
go.
not bad, man. Watch. He's going to be like, that's pretty good.
This is a weird roller coaster ride.
It is.
But it's not
It's
terrible.
two good
That would probably be
flavors.
sold near a roller coaster as well.
I guarantee you.
Or
it exists
found.
somewhere.
It isn't necessarily bad.
Right?
It's just two flavors that shouldn't be there
Yeah.
together.
It's two flavors,
Coming
but
at
It
you.
smells
once.
great
they're
though.
very distinct, right? Like you taste both flavors separately. It doesn't combine.
It doesn't
and-
become a
and
thing,
be
yeah.
bad.
It would be good if you had two tongues, maybe.
Like now we can both.
Gavin.
Stop.
Yeah.
Take a
One
bite.
bite. One bite.
Take a bite.
He almost did it.
I was like, do I need?
Just
No,
one.
I don't know.
He egged you on to smash your head through a table, and he won't bite a hot dog.
This is correct.
Eat the shitting hot dog.
You gotta use that. You gotta use
It's
that.
still and like you got the after. I got like the hot dog flavor on my tongue.
aftertaste.
Yeah, and then the cotton
would
candy
just throw
grape
that
taste
out.
on.
I don't think I've ever had that shit on its own. To be
You ever had
honest.
cotton candy? What are you, Ryan? That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
How is this possible?
The hot dog is definitely the stronger of the two.
The hot dog is also
It's weird,
delicious. It's a good hot dog.
Gavin doesn't want it anymore. He's trying to
Hold on
hand
to
it.
that.
And that's fine. No, we can get rid
It's
of
a
it.
pretty good dog.
And I'm sitting at my desk, and Jack walks in. He walks around to his desk, and he goes, "So who fucked up my desk?"
Right.
And I was like, and to be fair, very normal in Achievement Hunter nature, like if I had fucked something up or been a part of it or watched someone else do it, my initial reaction would be like, what? What happened? So Jack's like, who fucked up my desk? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, who did it? And I was like, no, like, what are you talking about? And I go to his desk, and he's like, yeah, there was a knife or something. And he's got like hacks in his fucking desk. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, I genuinely don't know what happened. And like Jeremy's sitting at his desk.
No, I hadn't come in yet.
No, you were there. We've been over this. You were there. You weren't
Oh, I
listening.
just wasn't listening.
You weren't listening, but you were there. You had your headphones on. You weren't listening.
it's the same
And
thing.
I'm 100% like I have no idea. And I walk over, so I'm standing on that side of the room looking at it, and Jack's like, Well, somebody just like chopped my desk up or something while I was gone. And I'm like, I really don't know what happened. And I turn around and Trevor's like, and he's just going like this, pointing at Jeremy. And he just goes like that. And I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Trevor narked me.
He narked you hardcore. But you didn't hear it, and then you just left the room. And you
I just walked out. I didn't know the conversation happened.
You came back later, and we were still talking about it, and you're like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I hit it with an axe.
Well, here's what happened. Here's what happened from when I was listening. Because I walked out, apparently, when the conversation was going on. Not a clue. So then I come back in later, and I sit down, and Jack's like, so Jeremy, did you hit my desk with an axe? Or no, he said, so Jeremy, did you like cut up my desk? Something like that. And I was like, no, I didn't. And he goes, Trevor told me you did. And I was like, oh, okay, I used an axe.
That's basically it. And I was like, what? When did you do that? And he was like, oh, right before I smashed my head through the table. And I was like, that makes sense.
I got fired up.
So that all happened before, like, you think they start recording and like, man, he's smashing his head into a table. That was well into Jeremy.
I got fired up. I hit Jack's desk with an axe. Then I took out the table with the axe, and then I tried to put my head.
I started filming at some point.
Yeah.
What?
After you've gone apeshit.
I put a golf club through the wall yesterday too.
Why?
What fired you up, man? You have been on a
Dude,
rage.
he's
bender.
right. He was right. He's losing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Jeremy's
mad.
losing it.
I've been mad lately. I put a golf club through the wall yesterday.
Do you have something to be mad about?
Get a punch
No.
bag.
I feel like
He has one
you have
He's
a
got
nice
one.
life.
In the office?
From what
at
I
his
see.
house.
No, he needs one in the office.
I think we got
A
sent
punching
one.
bag?
We got sent one.
I have a punching bag. I bought it after the assault raid.
But we also got sent one. We just didn't like fill it. Remember? We got like an empty bag.
I gotta.
Oh, I don't remember
Why don't
that.
you
Yeah,
just
we did.
Yeah.
sit down, stroke a cat? That's what cats are
That-
for, right?
no,
They
that-
chill-
No, he'll
sit
kill
down.
it.
I
need
just
to
sit
stop.
down and
He'll kill
stroke
it.
me.
What?
All right.
All right.
No, cats
End of that
cats help.
I got an ad read in here somewhere.
It would actually be a very. If you didn't tell anyone
Right.
you were doing this, and we just filmed you shoving everyone in the office completely random,
All the
and
different
then you
reactions.
would class people into like there'd be people who are shocked, like what? There'd be people who would be mad and would like front on you. It'd be
Yeah.
interesting to see like
Yeah, see
what
what the
types
reactions
of
are.
people.
I
work
would do
here.
that.
Like I think Fiona would punch you.
Oh, I would.
Fiona
I
would
would.
Fiona would swing.
I would be like, the fuck?
The consensus in the chat says Matt should be next on the shoving block.
Matt is
can't shove Matt.
No, Matt
Can't
like.
shove
Matt.
Here's the thing with
You
Matt.
just shove
right?
donuts at Matt.
There's
That's what you do.
the mentality of, you know, you shove someone and then they go, I'm gonna punch you in the face because you shoved me. There are people who have that mentality. Matt has that mentality, but is too lazy to actually do it.
So you think he'll just? What do you think? He'll like
He'll
architect the revenge?
internally.
Matt just looks at you and goes, in my mind, I just punched
Yes,
you.
that. And I'm like, I just don't want to deal with that.
So you just shove him and he just turns and just says, "I'll remember this forever."
Yeah,
and then
he
walks
will.
away.
You'll
will.
see it in his eyes. He'll be like, I want to beat you up, but I'm going to go back sit
I brought
down in front of my
before.
computer.
Damn,
I
dude.
brought it before that there are these, for some reason, in the support room next to the popcorn machine, there's these two like big daggers, like
Yeah.
laying on the table next to it.
Yeah.
I play with them all the time.
Yeah, they're fun to play with and like scrape against each other, like shing, makes that noise. So I picked one up, and Matt was in there eating popcorn. And I looked at Matt, and I was just turning the knife in my hand, looking at Matt. And Matt took a big handful of popcorn, looked at me, and went, "Do it," and then ate the popcorn.
That's great.
And I went, "You know what, Matt? Well done."
serious.
And I just put it down.
There
I
are
love
times,
that, dude.
there's
I love
times
that
that,
too.
there's times I'll threaten Matt and be like, yo, I'm gonna beat you up. I don't know why, I just feel like it. And then he's like, yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
You guys have such a
I
healthy
can relate to
Yeah.
Fiona so
I'm
much.
just- I'm just
We
joking.
air our grievances, Chad. This is how we move on.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, this is extreme.
Uh-oh.
Going back to like the Jeremy, like you shoved Gavin, but like still, of the stories you've told, like Boston Jeremy, maybe it's not necessarily you've cooled off since then, but you don't have those lifelong friends now where you can just wail on them and it's funny.
I don't wail on
He's
you.
not in Boston.
He's not in Boston, right? Like I'm sure he recharges when he goes home,
Yeah.
but Jeremy's like a lighter version of that now. I'm the same way. So this is like right after I moved here. This is before Lindsay and I were dating, and she was driving somewhere, and I was in the passenger seat, and she did the exact same thing where she's driving, and then she goes, psh, 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 and then she hit me in the face. She like went too far, and then literally she hits me and then goes, and she goes back to driving. I was like, you just hit me in the face. It was
Not even
like
an apology?
it was like
Like-
ding. It was like barely hit
Yeah.
my nose, but I was like, you just punched me in the face. She's like, I'm really sorry. It was an accident. I'm really sorry. And I'm just like, man, hope that doesn't leave a bruise. And then I want to say it was Gus was there. This is the next day. And I was like, I really hope I get like a black guy. Because I'm sick, Jeremy, like, it'd be really funny if she hurt me and I'll use that against her.
Right. Yeah,
it's the best.
Man, you fucked me up.
Squeeze that guilt
You
out,
fucked
right?
me up.
You know, yeah.
It's the
So
best.
I wake up the next day and I didn't have a black eye or anything. So I was telling.
Damn it.
So this is back at the old office.
Punch
this is
yourself
like
in the face.
this is like the end of 2011, early 2012. Might have still been 2011. So I tell Gus this story, and then I closed the door and I was like, "Watch this," and then I started punching myself in the face. And Gus,
I was joking.
no, this happened. And Gus started screaming, "No, stop!" And he was like, he described it as watching Fight Club. When I was like,
Tyler Durden.
And I was like, hang on, Gus. And he's like, let me leave. And I hit myself in the face like 3 times until I got like a little black and blue. And then the next day I went up to Lindsay. I was like, man, you see this? And she was like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. You really wailed me. I can't believe you did that.
So we did this to Nick. We had that's monstrous.
Is that
Did you ever
extreme?
tell her?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was like, just kidding. I punched myself in the face. And she was like, that's funny. I'll marry you.
And that's when you knew, right?
She was
Yeah.
like, let's have kids. And I was like, I'll hit myself in the face. The humor was worth it.
We did,
It's just getting hit in the face.
we did this skit, and Nick was playing this character that was Slap Man.
What
Yeah,
the
we're a little
fuck?
off.
Slap man.
Yeah, he's Slap Man. So basically, he's about, like, there's an energy drink called Slap Energy, and the commercial was terrible, and I was like, I'm gonna write a better one just for fun. And so anyway, he's supposed to play Slap Man. He's supposed to run around and slap people to wake them up, right? Well, Lauren had just started working here. She'd been there for a little bit, and so Nick's supposed to look at the camera, smile, and then turn and slap Lauren. Hey,
Hit him in the face. Hit him in the face. Shove him. Push him. Punch him. That means you like him. Punch him in the face. Jeremy, punch him.
Long story short, Nick was supposed to look at the camera,
Oh,
look at the camera,
They brought
smirk,
multiple camera guys.
turn, and then fake slap Lauren. Well, he misjudged the distance. So what actually happened was he turned, looked at the camera, turned, swung, and slapped the shit out of her. Right? So, and she, of course, immediately, like, he felt so bad, and Nick's such a good person, it's really fun to try to do that guilt thing, right? And so, like, afterwards, she was like, no, it's okay. And then I'm like, no.
Jack, what are you doing?
I was like, no, Lauren, it's okay. So, and Nick goes back to his desk, and I'm like, and she had a desk next to him, and I'm like, Lauren, I need you to go sit down at your desk, and then just start crying. And she totally did. It was so good. Like, Nick was sitting there, and she just sits down, and Laura's a really good actress. She's sitting there, she's like,
Jack, you wanna sit on
and just like trying to like cover it, like.
That's
And
awesome.
he was like, oh my god, like he felt so bad. And then we all just.
And then she goes,
was
"Wah-da!"
Exactly.
That's awesome.
What I want to know
Yeah.
is who keeps peeing on top of the urinal in the stage 5. You know what I'm talking about, right?
What?
Yeah, I know what you
dude,
mean.
it's like I keep
on the flusher.
It's on, it's on the handle like above the thing, and I walk up and I'm just like, who the fuck
Tyler has
does
come out from his hole.
Every day I find piss on top of the urinal.
Who fucking does
Just
this?
ran out.
Yes.
To be fair, when I start my 5 feet away, it takes some time
It's an
to get
emergency.
up.
Someone eat this.
I'm not
What the
even
fuck is in there? What is that? Is it a pickle?
Go, baby.
Hell no.
Or is it
Hurry, it's
Hell
melting.
no. Hell
What is
no.
that?
Hell no.
It's a pickle.
Hell
It's a pickle.
Cotton pickle. How was
no.
it?
Hell no.
Cotton pickle.
Does it taste like piss on a
Hell
urinal?
no. Absolutely not.
Very acidic.
Okay.
I could use a bit more cotton candy.
Okay.
Have some makers to wash it down.
Ooh, and some beer.
I was
Ooh.
telling the story that you're out of breath. Remember when I
squinted over here. It was
punched
melting.
myself?
There you go.
Melting everywhere.
I
Thank
hate
you.
pickles. That is the most disgusting thing I've
I
ever seen.
love pickles. There you go,
God.
Lindsay.
I literally
I can't even watch
wanna
it. Kira plays Monty Mole because she thinks it's adorable that he slaps his tummy when he's excited.
That's fine.
I do
Yoshi,
that too.
and no one points this out more than Meg, but Yoshi, especially in the last
Why does
several,
he present himself? Oh, sorry. Is
he
that what you're
always
going
like
for?
sticks his ass out.
I don't
He'll be
understand that,
he'll be
dude.
Yoshi.
He's in heat, dude.
No, yeah, lately, no. Straight
You see how
up.
many eggs pop out of that thing? He's
Yoshi always
No,
does that.
no,
He
it's
shows up with little
escalated.
I know,
recently.
they really didn't.
It's escalated.
It's escalated.
It
Yeah,
really
Mario Party 12,
stands
he's just
out
gonna
in this
goat
one.
seed.
Just spreads it.
I talk about it with April all the time when we're playing. Like, 'cause he
Presents himself.
gets excited and then he's like,
Yeah.
And he just
No one calls it out more than
Yoshi while showing his ass.
Right, it's like a cat. It's like a cat in heat.
You don't see it in the pose, but Yoshi's butthole is massive. And to pop out eggs the way he does.
Well, I'm sure it's a sphincter. It's not just a gate. It's not like Birdo's nose. It's like
no, it closes. it closes back up, but it's like the fucking Sarlacc pit. That shit like opens up and eggs just come out.
It's like an aperture of an anus.
It's like literally half his size.
Yeah.
One of the classic, just lads weekend bevs is with a Riot Punch. We used to go swimming all the time at the pool in my apartment complex. And it was like, I don't know, a couple of us, and my brother was in town. He didn't drink anything. He was like stone cold sober, and Gavin and I were like,
we must have been unbearable.
We were like blackout drunk. So
oh man, nothing worse than a really drunk person. When
see,
you're
no,
sober.
he didn't give a shit. He loved it. He was just
All
like,
right.
he was just. It was like National Geographics, where he was just like, this is fascinating, and he was just filming it.
Here they are.
And I was like, Gavin, and he's sitting in the chair after we got out of the pool. He's sitting in the chair, barely alive, and I had a drink, and I was like, Gavin, I'm gonna get ya. And I like pour the drink on him, and he sees it coming, and he just goes, Michael, no! And I just pour it all over his head, and he's like, and he just doesn't move at all.
I've only seen Gavin
Was that
really
the same day
fucked
you
up.
shagged the cabinets?
Yeah. That was, then we went back to my
But
apartment.
he goes, yeah, baby.
Yeah, he turned into Austin Powers. I'm
Yeah.
in my apartment and I'm standing on my kitchen counter and I'd open the
Well,
cabinets.
no, first of all,
and
you
I was
were,
like
you were humping the cabinets, but I was like, they're not open, Michael.
Yeah, he's like,
open the cabinets.
open them up. And then I opened them and he goes, yeah, baby. And again, my brother is just filming and going, something's happening here.
The only time I've seen Gavin hammered,
Dude,
shockingly,
our
despite
early
having been here
20s.
for almost 5 years, was Let's Play Live.
Yep, I knew you were gonna say that.
Let's Play Live.
I was poisoned.
You were.
Oh no, it was
fucked up,
him,
dude.
It was Michael. Was like a fiend that Let's Play because I was nervous.
How
Like, despite doing it,
dare you?
It was you?
No.
despite doing it a million times.
No, you did it to yourself.
Was that the first time you did TOP?
No, it wasn't. But like, I still get nervous before doing TOP and
should.
doing rap songs. Thanks.
It sounds like a drug
But like,
when you say it that way.
I still and like so. The thing is, before that, we went to first night.
Don't
and we.
point at me.
You were there, weren't you? At first
Probably.
night.
I don't know.
I don't know.
yeah, we were all there.
We watched like all that stuff and
such
stuff like that.
offense.
And I was already drinking. And I was drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. And then like to the point where I was like leaning over the banister, like in the theater we were in for first night, and fans would come in. And I'd wait until someone saw
that
me,
what
and
they
then I'd
were
go,
doing?
yeah, and then
they
I'd
were
go
doing-
back over the banister.
They
I
were
loved
doing
it.
the interviews?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
remember that one fan that just like found his way in and just,
Oh yeah, just wandered
just
into our
walked
area.
straight up, man. He was
But we,
quite bold.
so then we go back to the theater for Let's Play Live, and I'm freaking out because I'm already starting to get drunk. So I'm signing.
So I just keep drinking.
No, so I'm signing
1,000
posters.
Right, that's
We
right.
had
We
the
were
thousands
drinking
of
like
posters.
crazy before
And
that.
I was singing TOP to myself while I was doing it to make sure I remembered the words. I was like, all right, gotta remember the words. So I was like doing the whole thing. And then Michael, for some reason, decided that he was gonna keep ordering at least 3 shots every time he went to the little bar we had back there.
Because there's a line.
And he'd walk around and he'd stand next to us and go, I mean, I ordered 3, but I only want 1.
Yep.
So
Whoever
I
put
just-
that bar there was an idiot.
And then he kept feeding them. So Gavin got it the worst. Like, I got pretty drunk, but I was okay. But
Also, we
Gavin with the Dusk Boys thing.
That's
I
right.
remember-
No,
Oh,
you guys kind of missed the whole bit because you couldn't get in the costumes.
I couldn't get out of it.
He couldn't get out
no,
of
he
it.
couldn't get out. He
There,
fell
no,
over.
there was just someone who was keeping an eye on my drinks, and whenever it would have like little dregs in, they would just put a new one there. There was someone who went up to me, flicked it out of my hand, and with the other hand just put it in. And I was like, hey! In reality, I don't want to drink anymore. I knew I'd had enough.
Yeah.
But once
were at the bar.
That was-
But once you start thinking like, oh, I'm getting
true.
tipsy, I'm enjoying myself, I feel sociable.
Then
this
you
is
go.
great because usually I'm just like, I want to stay
Yeah,
inside.
Gavin just boof and he's gone.
So then I'm just like, and then you just you brown out.
That was
Dude,
that
okay,
was
also,
also
we hadn't eaten. Remember, because I had to organize my friends to go
You
get
got
all
all
that
the
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah, dude. We were
Yeah,
all fucking
dude,
starving.
I had a double quarter pounder.
Same,
So
I did.
full.
Dude, I put together. It
That was
like,
fat. That was Fat Michael.
That was Fat
I was
Michael.
like, I had a Fat Michael.
Pinnacle of Fat
And I was
Michael.
like, that's a double quarter
Dude,
pounder.
we ordered so much McDonald's. We had like the more chicken nuggets than I think have ever been ordered, and like all this shit. And my friends go and get it for us because we were doing the show, and like I had to go let them in through like this area, and like people weren't gonna let them in with food, and I was just like, let him in.
People will die.
Like we are. Everyone
People will die. if
everyone
this
want
man-
this show to happen.
Everyone is drunk and starving. Like let him in.
show hasn't even started.
So we get in there, we all get our McDonald's, and that's super fun. And then like Gavin's going ham, and this is when I knew like I was like we had a conversation and like it was feeling good, but when I knew that Gavin was hammered, and it was still it's such a sweet moment. Gavin comes up to me and he just goes, "I like you," and I was like,
You didn't do that to me.
I was like,
I like Chad.
I was like, thanks, bud.
Now
He's
he's embarrassed.
I was like, oh, thanks, bud. He's like, no, like, not a lot of people can like get along with us, but you do.
Oh yeah, because
And I
I was
like
saying
that.
like he just like fits right in Achievement Hunter. It's like, oh yeah, it's not easy
It was
for a lot
so
of
sweet. I was like,
people.
oh, thank you so much, dude. That was really nice. And I was like, oh, that was cool. And then Gavin like tries to get out of his pants and falls out.
I'm sad I didn't
Yeah, the
converse.
dusk suit, dude. So what I'd forgotten is that I put the dusk suit on, just full body, like it wasn't over the head.
No,
just
but it was
this.
like a big morph suit. Type
And then I
thing.
put my shoes on over it. When I got out of it, I was just like, this thing sucks. I'm hot and drunk. Let me get out of it. I just took it off and I was like, my shoes are still on. My shoes were tied on, but the dust suit was now inside out over my shoes. And I was like, I can't find my way back in. I'm too drunk. And then I just tried to pull it. I was like, but my laces were up so tight. I was like, oh. In the end, I was just waddling around like with an inside out suit, just like, and I just sat down.
No joke. I thought to myself behind the stage at Let's Play Live, I was like, I want to talk to Gavin while he's drunk because I've never talked to drunk Gavin before. It'll be such an experience.
It was a thing back
and then
in
I
the
went
day.
and found him, and it was just him laying on the ground while Trevor and Alfredo tried to wrestle a suit off of his foot. And I was like, I
helping.
can't. I've got nothing.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
like,
do
I
this.
can't do it.
Gavin's going, no. And they're like,
That was also, if I'm not mistaken, that was the show where Lindsay had that whole thing planned with the
Garbo.
Garbo family.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And so
So
she had like Garbo man and Garbo wife and
Her
Garbo
interpretive
lad and all that.
dance.
Webby.
And it was inside the trash can, and people kept throwing away garbage into
In
the trash can backstage. So like all night, she's like, "Stop! It's not a trash can." But it literally was a trash
There
can.
were like 60
She was
pieces.
like, just like guarding it, like, stop throwing trash in
It's like an
here.
empty quarterback.
Yeah,
Literally,
everyone's
a
taking their
fucking plastic.
McDonald's.
It's like, I still have it in my garage, and people would walk by and throw it, and she'd be like, "Hey, no!" Just like throw it back out.
Yeah, people
This
would
is
be like,
part of the show.
they'd be like Kobeing McDonald's bags. She'd be like, that's Garbo man.
She's like, "There's the fourth act."
In the meantime, Jack is on like stress level 1,000, like
Jack
running
had it
around.
so rough.
So first of all, let me tell you about the proudest moment that no one knows about.
Uh-oh.
I threw up on stage, but no one knows.
Oh, why did you do it?
Because I threw up into my hand and I flung it behind me. So we're doing the Mario After Dark, and the part that got me was Sam kept asking for shots, and what I didn't know was that Sam, like a motherfucker, had told Austin, who was pouring us drinks, to switch him to water, and he's like, more shots!
Oh, that's the
Son
worst.
of a bitch. Sam's like my
Yeah.
best friend and all time, but also fuck you. And my shot was like, it's like a solo cup, like that deep of whiskey. No. And I've already been drinking whatever, and so like I go for it like it's a shot, and it keeps going, and you have to do that like glug glug, which is not good with whiskey.
No.
Not at all.
I love whiskey, and that's not
right,
good.
same. And so I hit this moment where I'm sitting on the panel, and I'm like, uh-oh. Like, this is not gonna be good.
I hate that feeling.
And so, like, because it's that like goosebumps up the skin.
You're like, I know
the
this is gonna be
turning.
bad,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're just like, I can't do it. And so, like, I literally move my controller aside and just kind of go, and then I fling it back behind the couch. I was on the left side of the couch. And so then I act like I need to go get up and get another drink. And I'm just like, I need you to give me a towel because I just threw up. They're like, what? I'm like, don't worry about it. And I grab the towel and I throw it over top of like the vomit that I've hucked off to the side. Oh, I did tell the story before? It's the follow-up you haven't heard, I promise.
Come on. Come on.
I didn't know this story.
Yeah, so it's the follow-up that I didn't tell. So after that, I don't want it.
Come on.
It looks like a little pitchfork.
It's just there's cotton candy.
It's dry
on
cotton
the bar.
candy, yeah.
This isn't the fish one,
I'm
right?
not asking you to eat.
Don't
No,
eat
no.
that.
Probably
that-
beer in it, right?
Don't eat
No,
that.
that was
You already
just
took it.
yeah.
No. Oh,
It's probably
Chad.
sweet. It's probably really sweet.
You guys are
That's good.
animals.
Yeah.
Part 2, you haven't heard, I promise. So, anyway, I get like super drunk. And at the end of it, how I realized I was so drunk is I play a lot of Third Strike. It's a fighting game, Street Fighter. And I couldn't, like, that shit is so ingrained into me, it's like muscle memory. And I couldn't, like, make the character do things. And I was like, so, like, deep down in me, it was like, uh-oh. Like, you've gone way too far.
Yup.
And there's a bunch of fans around and community members. And I was like, I have to go. So I go, and I get up in my room, and I pass out. And then I wake up standing in the hallway in my boxers.
In the hallway?
Because
That's
apparently
alarming.
I had passed out and I needed to pee. And what I thought was the bathroom was actually the door to my hotel. So the sound of my hotel door shutting with me not wearing pants
That, like,
is the
brought
thing
you
that
back to
brought
reality?
me back. And so now I have this horrible dilemma where I'm standing in just my boxers. And I'm like, I can't go down to the lobby. Because, like, it's RTX, like, there's new fans over. I don't need to
They'll
just, like,
know who you
walk
are.
through the lobby in my boxers. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And so I just go walking down the hallway, and then I see a phone. And I remember grabbing the phone. And, like, it took me a little bit to, like, decipher.
That's what the phones
what-
are for.
Yes!
In the hall.
Yes!
Oh.
That is what they're for, and thank God they exist.
Help me!
So, I get there, and I'm just like, hi, I got locked out in my room. And they're like, where are you? I'm like, hold on. And I had to, like, run back and check my room number. And I was like, I'm in this room. And so they're like, I was like, please come let me in, I don't have my key. And so then, like,
And bring a robe.
So they get up
Bring a
there,
drink.
and like I'm in my fucking boxers, and I'm just like, So we go to the room, and he's like, I'm gonna need you to get your ID and prove this is your room. And I'm like, okay. And then I go and I show him, and he's like, have a good night. I'm like, thank you. And then I passed back out, and I woke up the next morning, and I was like, whoa.
That happened?
Oh, that could have been bad.
That could have been a lot worse.
I'm a white guy,
Let's
but
get our white arms in here, Gavin. Get in here.
Are we having a white
who's the
off?
whitest?
off.
Who's
It's
the
gonna
whitest?
be
Who's got
Chad,
the
for
whitest
sure.
Oh
shoulder?
yeah, I'll win.
It's gonna be Chad.
You can white balance on the inside of my arm.
Oh, why would you do that?
Oh,
What the fuck?
Cody.
I think Chad wins.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I got a
Like, look
white
up here.
arm.
Look
Look
at
at my
that.
lower arm. Yeah. Wow. Look
Yeah.
at you.
Chad,
You're a
you
ghost.
are white,
Are
dude.
you alive?
Yeah, I'm a ginger. Welcome
You're
to my
like
hell.
you're Tim
You're
Geddes.
whiter
over
than
here.
my dick.
Okay, I don't
Prove
even,
it.
I don't even
I'm just kidding.
understand.
Well, I mean, that never
means.
ceases.
You don't. Do you have a white dick or a dark dick?
It's getting darker with age, for sure. As they do.
Mine just gets beat up with age.
What?
I feel like
just
I've
said it.
seen.
I said mine
I've
gets
seen
beat up.
pornos where the guys have unusually dark dicks.
Dicks,
I wonder how
dicks
that
get
happened.
dark,
Yeah,
dude.
it's dicks are weird.
Like
Like, are they
Real
jerking
hard.
off with tanning lotion or something? Like,
No, they just age differently. They got dark dick.
dark dick.
Dark dick is a thing.
Hey, we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Are we done yet? Are we
I don't
done
know.
enough?
Did you
We
get
got
the
enough?
last? Yeah, we got them all.
I think we got
We
it.
gotta do a push out. Lindsay texted me 5 minutes ago. Are you ready to leave? The
Did it end
answer is
yet?
no. No, the red
No,
light's still on.
credits are gonna roll right now. Ready?
There was
Thanks for watching. Oh, fuck.